I did take did anyone hear my shoulder pop? That was so loud. So, what was I talking about? Since they're usually that happened. And yes, it's just like Below Deck on Bravo. Here we go. My name is Tori, and I am Carboni Fit on Instagram. Hopefully I've learned how to put something there by the time I make this video. I've never vlogged before, as you can probably tell, and I'm very excited to do so. I'm going to be vlogging as I travel the world on a cruise ship, which is very strange. Mostly this first vlog will all be about ship life, since no one really knows anything about it unless you've worked on cruise ships. I'm going to be posting videos. We're gonna try for every Tuesday. We're gonna make it Travel with Tori Tuesdays. That's cute, right? Might be every other Tuesday some weeks, because you know, your girl gets busy. Sometimes nothing happens in a week. So I do want to talk about how I got my job as a dancer on a cruise ship. I want to talk about living on a cruise ship, the whole like rehearsal process and dancing on a cruise ship, all that jazz. Cue jazz hands. I went to college in New York City at Marymount Manhattan College, and I studied dance there for 4 years. And my senior year, I went to a bunch of auditions in the city just to get a job as soon as I graduated. I auditioned for everything under the moon, basically. Anything from Broadway shows to off-Broadway to national tours to tiny little theaters in the middle of nowhere to regional theaters to cruise ships and everything. Like everything that you could possibly think that a dancer could do, I auditioned for it. Missed a lot of school. I didn't care. I just wanted to have a job as soon as I left college, because that's what all my friends were doing in normal jobs. As a dancer, you walk into that room knowing that you either get the job or you never hear. And the only one I did hear back from was Celebrity Cruises, and I'm just so lucky that I love it. Basically, I'm getting paid to travel the world, to dance, do what I love, meet new people, experience new things. I can't complain. I have seen 42 countries in the last 2 years, and on this next ship I think I'm going to like 17 more, and I'm only 24 years old. Like, get your butt working on a cruise ship. My first ship was all around the Mediterranean and the Caribbean. My second ship was Alaska, Canada, and Asia. This contract, I am starting in the Mediterranean. We go down through the Middle East. I do an India tour for a bit, and then Singapore, Thailand, like Southeast Asia for a bit. And then we go all the way back, and I'm in the Mediterranean next summer. Summer in the Med, people. I'm excited. The rehearsal process in Miami, Florida is about 2 months long. It really ranges, it depends on the ship, but some ships have 3 shows, some have 4 shows. So 8 weeks in the studios with your new cast, learning the shows, the singers learn the songs, the dancers learn the dances, then you put them together. You have approximately 2 weeks to learn every single show. I dance Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you just kind of die. I try to keep lifting while I'm there. They do have a small gym for us. It's like a good hotel gym. That's the best way I can explain it. The first week, you either start with the theme nights, since they are a little shorter and they're easier than our longer shows. So theme nights are shorter shows that you'll do in a bar, on the pool deck, in the foyer kind of thing, like late at night for guests. And then you learn 3 to 4 stage shows. So things that you'll do on the stage that people have to come into the theater and sit down for like 45 minutes, 50 minutes to watch. If there's aerial on the ship, then you start learning your aerial tricks. It's from anything from a rope to silks to a lyra, which is like the hoop in the air. And then in one of our shows, there's a aerial pole dance. So like you start on the pole on the ground, then it gets lifted into the air, and you're basically like spinning around in the air on a pole. So I'm very excited to do aerial on the ship. My first ship had aerial, but I was very weak at that time and was not lifting, and didn't get to do very much of the aerial. Getting on the ship, there's some like prerequisites before you can get on a ship. So after the rehearsal process is all done and you've learned all the shows, your body is ready, but you have to do some trainings, environmental trainings and safety training. I also had to learn how to drive the lifeboats. If the ship were to crash into an iceberg, what would you do? None of this has ever happened, but you get trained on it. That's basically like the first 2 weeks you get on the ship is just a bunch of trainings, and we're also installing all the shows on the ship. So you're having costume fittings and you're on stage doing the shows, making sure you know you're blocking, where you're supposed to stand, where the lights are, how to come on stage, all your quick changes. So the first 2 weeks on the ship are super stressful. You want to get off the ship, but you're also working and doing trainings and getting ready to put the shows on stage, and it's a lot. But after those first 2 weeks, the doors of heaven open and you're like, well, now I just dance and travel for a living. That is it for this one. I just kind of wanted to say what I wanted to do on this channel and get to know a little bit about me. Yeah, thanks for watching. I love you, and see you in the next one. Okay, bye.